My name's Steve. I'm a survivor of mantle cell lymphoma. I was diagnosed in early 2010. Symptoms leading up to that, I'd lost a lot of weight, fatigue. They were the main ones. Other ones that I didn't really think about until afterwards. I was sweating a bit at night and bruising a little bit more easily than usual. The main thing that led me to the doctors was I had a lot of pain in the stomach. That turned out to be my spleen was very enlarged as a symptom. So the diagnosis was originally CLL, and then they did some more tests and found out that it was mantle cell lymphoma. From there, we went pretty much straight into what's called the Nordic protocol, which is a chemotherapy protocol. 6 months of that, and I achieved remission. Did a stem cell harvest at that stage, and went off living my life. About 12 months later, at a monthly checkup, I had relapsed and went into some more chemo, much stronger this time around. I became chemo resistant and had to take on some very strong treatment that was very difficult, but achieved another remission, and then had a stem cell transplant and an autologous stem cell transplant, and got home from hospital just in time for Christmas in 2011. About May of 2012, they found a donor on the bone marrow donor registry for me, and because of my resistance to chemotherapy, it was suggested I have the transplant then, even though I was in remission. I did that, and in 2012, bone marrow transplant is a very tough road and not without risk, but had that in 2012 and have been in remission ever since. So I'm now just approaching 7 years in remission now. Try and be active. It's hard to be active, but try and be active. You'll feel better for it. Talk to your doctors about the side effects of your treatment. Most of them, something can be done. There's very good anti-nausea drugs now available. Try them all. Find which one works for you. Mouth ulcers I struggled with a lot, and the gargling bicarb soda and water worked a bit, but adult strength Bonjela was really good. Stings like hell, but works great. But yeah, talk about the side effects. Most of them can be dealt with. I struggled badly with my bowels and spent a fair bit of time in adult nappies. But most of these side effects they can deal with, but you just got to talk to people about it. Don't suffer them. Support groups. There's quite a few Facebook-based support groups. You've got to be a little careful with them because they're, mostly full of unqualified people. I am a little active on those. I tend to avoid the clinical discussions, but the discussions about how to deal with side effects and stuff. I've given and taken advice in those forums. Just you've got to communicate with your treatment team. That's the biggest thing.